DanganRonpa.
Welcome to another DanganRonpa analysis video. Baldwin here as always. The first full trailer for the coming DanganRonpa 3 anime is out, and there's a lot of big information in this one. So why don't we get right into it? Our trailer starts with a look back at past games, pretty much telling you what happens in them. Not much to say here. I do hope you play the past games because this is full of spoilers. But I find it interesting that they don't mention Ultra Despair Girls at all in this trailer. After that, we move to yet another teaser of the coming anime. The big thing here is that we got a release window for the anime, that being July of this year. Also, the name of the anime being DanganRonpa 3 Future. Really not much to say here. We get yet another look at the character that we saw in the scans. No point on me going into detail here. You want to know about them? Watch my scan analysis. The only thing worth noting here is that we have yet to see Togami and Toko, and I'm starting to get a little scared. I mean, we got a poster for the anime and you would expect them to be there, but still nothing. I wonder if they will even appear at this point. Why not show them? Anyway, here you would think the trailer ends, but nope. We get what possibly are the biggest news yet, a look into the DanganRonpa 2 casters. This upcoming anime will be divided in two, with the first part in July, DanganRonpa 3 Future, and later DanganRonpa 3 Despair. DanganRonpa 3 Despair will focus on the DanganRonpa 2 caster before the incident, how they became Ultimate Despairs. This is what Kazutaka Kodaka has to say about the DanganRonpa 3 Despair anime. Featuring the Super DanganRonpa 2 casters, it will tell the story of Hospital Academy that led up to the world's most despair-inducing incident in the history of mankind. It will be a difficult, painful, and time-consuming story to make, but now that I have declared this to be the final chapter, there's no way around it. I'll do it, please let me do it. There you have it. This was all a big surprise, especially since days before this trailer, he said he was not writing about them ever again. He trolled us all. Now, this was to be expected. If this anime is really the end, they need to show how the DanganRonpa 2 casters fell into despair. It was one of the things that I asked for in my top 5 video that I did, and I'm really hyped. Now, we are shown how the pre-incident DanganRonpa 2 casters look. Why don't we talk about them? Some of them look different to the ones in DanganRonpa 2. That is because the DanganRonpa 2 in-game casters were from their beginning in the academy, and these ones are from when they are already in it for a while. First, we have Hajime here. This should be a totally different Hajime, a more cold one, and we see his transformation into Izuru. He's one of the things that I want to see the most, because he did not really interact with other students around this time. If you remember, he was a research course student. I want to see the medical operation into becoming Izuru, interaction with Junko, or even better, let us see the first killing game that he was part of. If we really are getting to Hajime around this time, we need to see all of that. Next, we have Ibuki, Seonji, Mahiru, and Mikam. I take these four together because they were friends around this time, and part of a murder that happened in the school. If you remember, in DanganRonpa 2 there was a game named Twilight Syndrome that they were part of. A friend of Mahiru named Sato killed Fuyuhiko's little sister, and Mahiru helped cover it up. So it should be interesting to see all that animated, especially Fuyuhiko's little sister, the ultimate sister. About Mikam, I want to see her interaction with Junko, or how she was bullied by people, including Seonji. As someone that loves Mikam, I'm really looking forward to this. She looks so damn pretty here. Now, Peko and Fuyuhiko look fine. There's really nothing much to say about them here. The interaction with Junko should be interesting, especially with Peko. Okay, now, Soda and Sonia. They look okay. I must say that I prefer this jumpsuit over the one in DanganRonpa 2 for Soda. I think he looks better here. Blue is him. Sonia looks as beautiful as ever, and really like the fall-leaf clover she's wearing, and watching her fall to the despair should be cool. Especially since for what we know, her despair form is really trippy. She is super pale and you even see her veins, so that's something to look forward to. The other look the same actually, nothing to say here. Now we have the ultimate imposter. He was known as Togami in DanganRonpa 2. Some people were thinking that this is supposed to be his true form when he's not impersonating people. Instead, he's actually impersonating someone in this. Because in the preview event, they were giving away a free magazine with information about the anime. If you look at his name, it is Mitarai Ryota. You must be thinking, but that name sounds familiar. Well, that's because he's impersonating a character from the Future Foundation. Here's a picture of him. It's the same hair, the only difference is the face, and I think it's due to Ryota being different in his academy days. This is really interesting because it kinda gives us a link to the new cast in a way. Some people think he's a girl for some reason. To be honest, I don't see it. Now the next one is everyone's favorite, Gonham Tanaka. He looks nice, kinda fancy, I love his hair. Something interesting that someone found out in the free magazine is the fact that his name is Seal Away Tanaka and not Gonham Tanaka. I wonder why he changed his name around like that, or even if Seal Away Tanaka is even his real name. I hope we get to see his hamsters. Now we have Akane and Nekomaru. Not much to say about Nekomaru, he looks pretty much the same. Now Akane also looks about the same as in DanganRonpa 2, but with longer hair and her boobs are as amazing as ever. Her fall to despair should be interesting, I mean, I just cannot picture her doing evil things. Last one is Nagito. Looks normal for once. His pre-incident life should be really interesting. Same for his interaction with the other students, and even better yet, Junko. There's actually a lot of potential here. At one point he talks about a dog he had, or that time he dated twins, so all that stuff should be interesting to see or learn more about it. Also how his obsession with Hope plays out is another thing I'm looking forward to. The sad thing here is that we did not get any Chiaki in this trailer. I hope they show us how she was created at least in the anime. Now, seeing how the Despair anime is taking place around the time before the incident, there's the chance that other huge casters will make an appearance. I'm talking about Matsuda. He was part of Class 77 alongside the other DanganRonpa 2 casters. He worked in the Izuru project, and alongside Fujisaki, they created the New World program. So they had to animate him, for sure if we're talking about Izuru. Not only that, if he gets animated, this opened the door for Ryoko and Mukuro to also appear in this whole thing. So this right here is the thing that got me hyped the most. Now, before the trailer ends, something strange happens. One of the future Foundation casters named Chisa appears and says the following. Huh? What am I doing here? I am just an ultimate mate. Hehe. Well then, see you soon. So yeah, first, I fell on her talent. I was saying that she seems science related, but in fact, she's the ultimate maid. Now this whole thing seems kinda creepy. Is she the mastermind? Something is not right here. Why appear to just say that? I'm getting bad vibe from Chisa. Now one more thing, Chisa kinda reminds me of Makoto's mother. I don't know, you told me guys. I find it kinda strange. Look at the hair, eyes, and boobs. Anyway, that was all the things that I found interesting. I am very hyped for this anime. I want July to be here. So this is Bowen, see you guys next time. Bye.